Hello again, everyone. Welcome back. Today I'm reviewing a cigar that is new to me. I've been enjoying this cigar actually for several months, off and on, from a local shop. Technically, it may have come out last year, but since it's so new to me, we're going to review it. This is the Cubanacan Habano, and this shape is the Piramide, 6 1/8 by 52. Very nice color, shine, oily wrapper. You can tell the cap, look at the shine. And by the way, that cap is a very nice, really nice looking shape. There's your density. And what this cigar, Cubanacan, is part of the Terrazona cigar empire. Technically, I believe this cigar came out in 2013. But for me, it's new. Now, this cigar uses an Ecuadorian Habano wrapper, an Ecuadorian Habano binder, and Nicaraguan filler. Odd that you have the binder and the wrapper that are the same material, but in this case you do. So let's get right to it. The Cubanacan Habano Piramide. All right, I'm going to take just as little as I can off of that nice looking pointed Piramide cap. Okay, that'll work. It's just a little bit firm, but the smaller the opening, the more concentrated the smoke. Yeah, that'll work. Nice and hot. Well, your first flavors are quite a bit of freshly tanned leather, sweet cedar with cream undertones, and quite a bit of roasted nut flavors. The pepper is a black pepper, but not a very strong black pepper. Almost table grade, regular black pepper at about a 7.5. Cigar's coming across medium bodied right now. The finish is sort of a toasted cream, maybe with just a little influence of those roasted nuts, but more or less a toasted cream, minor influences of roasted nuts, and a little bit of lingering pepper. You can feel a little bit, not a great amount. So that's how we're starting the Cubanacan Habano Piramide. That's a pretty good start. Let's see where we go from here. About an inch in, and the leather notes are really picking up. It's a very meaty cigar. I said that in a review last week, but these flavors actually remind me of a steak. It's a very meaty cigar. These leather notes make it very meaty. The cedar is still there, but it's a far cry secondary. By first and foremost are your leather notes, the meaty leather notes, and then comes the cedar. Not much cream left, but the roasted nuts are still at the very tail end of all the flavors. So basically what you've got here at the 1 inch point is a very meaty, leathery cigar with some sweet accents of cedar and roasted nuts at the base, I guess you would say. I'm about 1.5 inches in. Yeah, it's not burning perfectly even, but it's still not bad. But look at the ash, very tight, salt and pepper, and hanging in there pretty good. Now your meaty leather notes are still your main flavor, but the sweet cedar has really made a resurgence. It's really moving up. A lot more nice sweet cedar notes and roasted nuts. Pretty good little mix between those two right now. So it's a much better tasting cigar to me. The overwhelming meaty leather notes were a little much by themselves, or almost by themselves. So now you've got close to a 50-50 split between the sweet and the meaty. Well, we're down to about 2.5 inches remaining, and had a little burn issue. I decided to let it try to self-correct, and as you can see, there it is, and it has just about done that on its own. So it's self-correcting nicely. The leather notes are still primary flavor. The sweet cedar is secondary, but very, very close to the leather notes in intensity now. But the thing is, the roasted nuts have really, really moved forward. So you've just about got all three in a tie as far as flavor percentage. Now the roasted nuts are developing some creaminess to them, almost buttery-like notes, but not buttery, just a creaminess and accentuation in the roasted nut flavors. They've really, really moved up. Cigar is still medium bodied. I really thought it would get beyond that right now, but by now, but it hasn't. So it's medium bodied. Finish is about the same. That's about it. There you go. It's now almost 100% self-corrected. So those are your flavor notes. Nice, even mix right now. Well, we're down to the end, so let's wrap it up. Flavors remain fairly even, but I'll give the nod in the lead to the leather notes. They're slightly ahead of everything else. Cigar ended up pretty much medium bodied. I really can't go any further than that with it. Finish remained about the same, although the roasted nut flavors had much more of an impact on the finish, so you got a lot more of those. Pretty good cigar. Very good basic cigar. I like the flavors. I would have liked a little more sweetness. I would have liked some richness in the flavors. Had it had the buttery notes that it was getting close to, would have made it a little better. But all in all, very good cigar from Cubanacan. The Habano has been a very good basic cigar. I mean, I don't know what else to tell you. It's a good cigar. It's just, it wasn't fantastic, but by far worth buying, and I would buy it again. All that being said, the Cubanacan Habano Piramide gets a score of 90. Very good cigar, and on shelves now. Price point wise, I believe this was around $7.50, maybe $8, so not bad. So they are on shelves now. So that'll wrap it up. The Cubanacan Habano Piramide.